The Evil Prince and the Flawed Princess. There is a legend of the prince who was not very generous and not at all kind. He would neither give away his wealth to the poor nor take out time for the younger ones. He was neither forgiving nor caring. Did he ever become king, you ask? Well, that's a good question. Mother, why do we have carriages and the rest of the kingdom doesn't?
Because we are rich, and the people of this kingdom are not. Simple.
No, Annie, it's never that simple. Rory, these are important questions to ask, especially if you want to be a leader.
Preposterous. Why would she be the next leader? It shall be me. After all, I am the older heir to the throne.
That is not how leaders are chosen in our kingdom, and you know that. And just then, strangely, the carriage stopped. It was the Bandits. The queen was ferocious. She fought the Bandits, protecting both her children, but fate had something else in mind. The Bandits had explosives, and something blasted, and as the smoke dissipated, the Bandits were gone. And so was Aurori. Ah, no! Aurori! Aurori! What? Where am I? Who are you? What happened? Dear, do you remember your name? My name? And the fate had spoken. When the blast occurred, Aurori was thrown out of the clearing into the stones where she hit her head and fell unconscious. When she woke up, her family was gone. Thinking that the Bandits took her, the injury had caused Aurori to lose her memory. Oh, my dear! Something unfortunate must have happened with you. But you know what we see as a misfortune is a whisper of the universe. You are cared for, my dear. The shepherdess took Aurori in and taught her the ways of the shepherdess life. Aurori loved to be around her caretaker, who she looked up to as her mother. The shepherdess named Aurori Rose. The clearing where Aurori was lost was in the kingdom of the Bosco. The king here had 2 sons. Both of them eligible to lead the kingdom, but only one loved by all. Yay! Woohoo! Yay! Woohoo!
You are the younger sibling, Eddie, but the kingdom does not like your elder brother, Ronnie. They are afraid of him. Father, Ronnie does have a questionable reputation, but I will not overtake my own brother in the race for the throne. You are a good son, Eddie. He is stating the obvious. It doesn't make him. He should not overtake anyone for any reason. He is not doing any sort of charity by doing his duty as the second in line to the throne. Ronnie, I have heard complaints about you. You need to be more kind to the masses. Kindness will not teach them to thrive, Father. They need to be self-sufficient. But why? We are there to protect and provide for them. It's our duty. Prince Eddie is right. The masses do not care about being self-sufficient. But you care, Father. Are we so selfish to not allow them to learn to fend for themselves? Or are we afraid that we don't have anything better to do if we don't have to protect them? How dare you talk to the king in that tone? I thought I was talking to my father, not the king. Enough! Off you go to the forest, Prince Ronnie, and take nothing but your horse. Return only if you see some sense.
And that was why Prince Ronnie was considered evil, because he thought differently.
Crab, look at me. You understand, right?
You do realize they don't understand our language, right? I am talking to you. Can you hear me?
Why are you talking to me? Aren't you afraid of me?
Afraid at seeing someone talk to an animal? No. Amused? Yes.
I was just telling him that he has to walk 6 miles for his legs to get stronger. He fell and hurt himself, so even if it hurts, he has to do it. You would think this is harsh, but he has to.
No, you care about him, just in a different way. That's not wrong, just different. And that was that. Prince Ronnie smiled for the first time. Prince Ronnie and Rose forged a strange friendship. Neither did Rose remember that she was really a princess, nor Ronnie disclose that he really was the Prince of Bosco. They were just two people who understood each other.
Sire, we're tired. Can't we take a break? Oh, how rude of me. Of course, we have been on the journey for quite some time. Prince Eddie is nice, unlike his brother, who even makes his horse walk for miles without breaks. Hush now. Don't take the name of the evil prince. We are with the good one.
In another turn of fate, as he wandered into the forest, Prince Eddie saw Rose, and so beautiful she looked that he immediately fell in love.
Brother! Eddie, why are you here? Oh, I was actually looking for you, but I found the love of my life. That shepherdess over there. Brother, I want to marry her. I shall talk to Father right now.
The following day, the king came to the house of the shepherdess with all the extravagant jewels and sweets. Your Majesty, I will be honored to wed my daughter to the wise Prince Eddie. But I am not her real mother. She was found by me and was nurtured and cared for. The king and Prince Eddie were surprised, but as they were royals, they didn't really care for Aurore's origin story.
It doesn't matter where she came from. She is now the chosen to be the princess here.
But as Rose came out, everyone was in shock. There were scratches on her face.
What happened to her face?
Oh, she fell into the bushes while plucking fruits yesterday. Her face is scratched, but she is still the same person your son fell in love with.
No, she cannot be it. I saw someone...
You saw me before I fell, and how dare you decide my fate without talking to me about it?
How dare you! Take them both to the dungeons.
While the carriage was on the way with their new prisoners, Aurore saw Ronnie pass by on his horse. Ronnie!
Ronnie, what do you think you're doing? Release Rose now! She has insulted us, brother! No, you insulted yourselves when you thought that every person living in your territory is yours to claim. They have their own life and their own desires. Release them now!
Seeing that Ronnie was ready to fight his own brother, the king released Aurore and the shepherdess. Aurore leapt in the arms of Prince Ronnie.
I have a surprise for you, Princess Aurore.
Princess Aurore? The Queen and Princess Annie came out from the clearing. Prince Ronnie explained how he found the Queen, wandering in the forest, looking for her daughter. The princess was reunited with her family. Knowing the prowess of the Queen, the king bowed to her and apologized. You took her as your prisoner because she spoke up about her rights? The only hope for this kingdom is Prince Ronnie. Controlling someone's life makes you worse than your enemies. King and Prince Eddie were shocked by the words of the Queen, but all they could do was hang their heads in shame. The kingdom rejoiced the return of their princess. And the kingdom of Bosco, too, chose their leader.
They chose Prince Ronnie. The masses have spoken, son. We thought we were the good ones, but Prince Ronnie understood liberty and strength much better than we did. He thought differently. Doesn't mean he was wrong. You are right. Father, everything flawed is only human, and that is the real beauty. But I also promise that I will be better at expressing my empathy and do justice to the High Chair.
And that marked the beginning of the perfect bond of the imperfect couple, the evil prince and the flawed princess. So, there's your answer. The unforgiving prince did become the king, and he led his kingdom to success and glory in his own different way, with his beautifully flawed partner by his side. Well, as they say, every misfortune is a whisper from the universe,